Way back in 1977, a group of people thought it'd be a good idea to open an aviation museum here in Norwich. Today, the museum is run by a number of volunteers who support the museum in all its departments.
The museum, it started very early 70s when a group of bus technicians from the local bus company were interested in aircraft. They set up a very small collection outdoors on the museum, and from that it's developed from very early 70s to the present day.
Since the museum opened, they've made really lots of purchases, but one significant purchase was in 1984 when they had the chance to buy a Vulcan bomber costing the princely sum of £5,000. Morning, Clyde.
Good morning.
I think you're the person in charge of this one I've got to look at, the Avro Vulcan.
That's right. Well, we'll welcome you upstairs, so to speak, up the ladder. Not the easiest aircraft to enter.
There's not much room here, Clyde, and for a crew of 5, where do they go?
Well, not very far, because basically it's all bombs, engines and fuel. So the crew really have a tight spot up here. You've got 2-man crew up here to fly the aircraft, and 7 or 8 hours up here, you know you've done a flight.
When getting up the ladder into here, coming through the downstairs deck and this one, there doesn't seem to be many facilities on board.
Certainly no toilet.
No toilet?
No toilet.
You can't open the window, can you?
No.
No.
Not at 50,000 feet now.
We've got quite a large selection of aircraft, right from small light aircraft with 2 seats and one seat, right up to airliners which carry 40 or 50 passengers. We've also got military aircraft, the Lightning, the Vulcan, the Nimrod, which are different, so people that come here can find a selection.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot more room up here than there is in that Vulcan bomber. My goodness. You've even got a kitchen here.
Well, it's called a galley, but
beg your pardon. Yeah.
correct you there.
There is a kitchen of sorts,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, it's good. And this is really the sharp end where the sort of everything happened in this Nimrod. I find it quite incredible. It's here in the museum. It's a wonderful example, but it was still flying in 2010.
It was. It arrived here. It was decommissioned in 2010 when we received it. Up to that point, they were flying operationally right up to the where they were scrapped.
Quite incredible.
This is the command centre of the aircraft where the mission was actually controlled from. We have 2 navigators, a routine navigator and the tactical navigator. The routine navigator's job is to get the aircraft out on task, and the tactical navigator runs the whole show. If we come through onto the flight deck area...
It seems to go on and on and on.
Yeah, it's 129 feet long. We're now onto the flight deck.
My word, the dials. They all mean something, I presume.
Yes, they do. It's about a year's training once you get on the air, when you first join the aircraft, doing ground school, flight simulator, and to break it down into its individual components and then put it all together over the period of the training.
I'll tell you what, Nick, I won't have to park this anywhere. 120 odd feet long.
Yeah, and of course the width of the wings.
Oh, we forgot the wings.
We forgot the wings, yeah.
I've really enjoyed this visit to the Air Museum at Norwich. Fantastic. And I'm very fond of vintage aircraft. I'm determined to get one of my own. All I've got to do now is finish putting it together.